Sachin Tendulkar, Michael Jordan, Amitabh Bachchan, Warren Buffett. These are champions in their fields. And isn't it interesting that they become champions without listening to motivational speeches? They become champions because they kept at their things. They kept at their things for days. They kept at their things for months. Not just for months, they kept at their things for years. I know since I mentioned years, many people will not like this. The saddest truth of our generation is nobody wants to work for years at one specific thing. Even if someone is working, he gets depressed, he gets impatient. But I want to tell you from this video, no matter how big the star you're aiming at, but if you are working on it for days, if you're working on it for months, if you're working on it for years, the magic of compounding will happen in your life and you will achieve exponential gain in whatever you're doing. Excellence comes with compounding. Only people who are not working on something for years, they get into get rich quick schemes. Otherwise, there is no shortcut. But the blessing is we can have compound effect. And in your life also, if you are not paying attention, then compound effect work against you. If you are wasting 1 hour a day, it doesn't seem like a mistake, right? 1 hour a day. If you are doing it for 5 years, then you are wasting 1,825 hours. If you are eating too much without exercising, it doesn't seem like a mistake, right? But if you are eating too much without exercising for years, then it becomes a mistake. When it becomes an unconscious choice of yours of eating too much, then it becomes a mistake. Because everything is getting compounded, whether it is against you or for you. In this video, I will explain how you can utilize the compound effect in your life while following your ambition, even if you are lazy. In simple words, the compound effect means the effect of time. So whatever your ambition is, you have to make a time as your friend. You have to align your choices and your habits to your ambition. Because as we've seen that, the compound effect is the byproduct of your choices and habits. So whatever your ambition is, first you have to align your habits and choices to your ambition. So let's talk about choices. You are where you are because of your choices. And the people you admire are where they are because of their choices. But starting as a naive person, how we can get to know about the choices of the people we admire? The simple answer is studying them. So for an example, if your ambition is to become a rich, then you can study the choices of rich people. How you can do that? You can make a notebook, write your ambition down, and just for 30 minutes, try to find choices of these rich people. You can use internet, you can use biographies, you can use books, or you can just observe the interviews. What you are going to do is only writing the choices of those rich people in your notebook just for 30 minutes for a month. One person, 1 month. If you are doing it for 6 months, you will have the guide for being rich in your notebook. You are not asking anyone, you are not going anywhere. You are finding answers to your questions by yourself. You are actually becoming self-empowered. And when you write it down for a while, then you will understand old school rich people live by principles. They look after their health. They have something to offer to society which is irreplaceable. They are master at it. And let me tell you, mastery comes with the time. Because the compound effect is at work when someone is mastering the process. When you repeat a thing, as I mentioned about Sachin Tendulkar, he is the master of his game. But how he became? He became with repetitions. When you repeat your thing again and again for years, then the growth is not linear, it is exponential. But till receiving the compound effect, you have to keep at it. You may find rich people good at communication skills. Rich people read books. Rich people have networking skills. If you are looking at their choices and what made them become successful in their lives, if you are noting it down in a notebook, you are making your own guide for being rich. And from that guide, you can make choices in your life. As I mentioned, you are the product of your choices. If you are making choices of rich people, you're going to experience the compound effect and someday you will become rich. Second point, the compound effect of habits. As we are talking about ambition and we are talking about the compound effect, then you have to align your habits to your ambitions. If your ambition is to become knowledgeable, then you cannot afford to not read books. If your ambition is being healthy, you cannot afford to eat without paying attention. If your ambition to become an athlete, you cannot afford to skip the session. If your ambition is to become the IAS officer, then you cannot afford to lose a day of study. Because habits is making contributions in your ambitions which you are not able to see, but some point of time in life you are going to reap your rewards. And these are basis on your habits, which is why you have to align your habits with your ambition. If your ambition is to mastering English language, then you have to build habits of learning it. So you have to consider four things for learning a language: vocabulary, grammar, writing, and speaking. So you have to build habits around these four things. Half an hour you can invest on reading, half an hour you can invest on speaking, then writing, then improving your vocabulary. And if you are making a habit of investing your time, it really doesn't matter how small it is. Since we are talking about laziness, 30 minutes okay on each activity, but if it is becoming a habit, if it is becoming an unconscious choice of yours, if it is reaching to the point of automaticity, you are going to experience the compound effect. The only condition is you have to keep at it, not just for days, not just for months, not just for years, not just when you see rewards, but you have to keep at it for the sake of keeping at it. Then someday you will receive the compound effect and people will mesmerize by your success. You will not believe, I have achieved this. Since the people will tell you and it will become your reality, you got to believe that you achieve the exponential growth because of compounding. If you ask any top athlete, you play for gold medals, they will say, no, 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 I don't play for gold medals. World's best athletes are trained to practice utmost mindfulness, to live their life moment by moment. They are taught to become present at their game 100%. But it is also related to the compound effect because they do it for the sake of doing it. They do it for days, they do it for months, they do it for years, and then they experience the compound effect, the exponential growth, and a massive success, which people call it success, but they will not call it. What they will call it, just a game, just one more session. If you are working at something extraordinary, just keep in mind that when you feel that nothing is happening, have a firm faith in your heart that the compound effect is at working. If nobody is with you on your journey, if you are experiencing failures, defeats, setbacks, don't worry about the fact that nothing is with you because the compound effect is with you. Don't get depressed and frustrated because your efforts, your results are not getting shown. Don't feel that who will look after you because the compound effect will look after you. Thank you for watching this video and subscribe to the channel for becoming a leader in your life. Thank you very much.